It's your boy Drongo Cares of the Blackpool Snack Squad at Twitch.tv or Ravenson on TikTok. And here we are today with some more of our locals matches as I try to upload a couple of fights every week. And yes, so you got me here on the left playing the new Ragnaloardmon deck that's fixing to release here in about, I think like a week at this point. 5 days or something like that, can't remember. And playing against Cameron, playing blue-green Imperialdramon on the right, and it was a pretty brutal match. Like, I was still struggling. I finally figured this deck out over the weekend and figured out how I know I'm going to build it for sure, what cards are going in it, how to play it, all that stuff. We finally figured out the little weaknesses in the deck, and we've kind of, fine-tuned them out. I just got to get the cards, put it together, and then I'll upload that deck profile. But so his deck was just going off. I mean, like, he just went right up the ladder into dragon mode and just completely crushed me. Pretty much both games. And it was a brutal fight. So the first video here is going to be quite short. But then again, I wasn't really very confident with the Ragnalordmon deck yet. I was still trying to figure these things out, how it works, what's good, what's not good. We did take out Gaia Forces and put in black options. I'm running 4 copies of Ultimate Flare and 2 copies of Iron Fist. Just because, although they're 8-drops, they're just devastating in the Ragnalordmon deck. They can absolutely crush your opponent's hopes at a moment's notice. Being able to de-digivolve them way down and then nuke their board, or just simply nuke their board without de-digivolving. It's incredibly good. We tried it Fist at 4, but then we realized, oh yeah, what if you mirror match, which is going to be a common thing. So here's game 2, and again, like I said, he just goes right up the ladder, straight into Imperialdramon Dragon mode, and just crushes me. He's been playing that deck ever since it went popular. Like, he's been there since day 1. He knows his deck inside and out. He knows probably the aspect ratio of drawing this versus that. I mean, it's the deck he took to regionals, and he did really well. So, he got in the top 20 and did really, really, really good. Second part of this video, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know I'm not even playing Ragnalordmon. I'm actually letting one of my friends play my deck while I play one of my older decks that I finally got a few pieces back and was able to put back together. And yeah, so a nice little surprise for everybody there. But let's see here. Got his XVmon there sitting in the back. He's going to go for the Mega Death. Since he can't delete, he's like, alright, I'll just put it back in your hand then. Throw down the can't reducers. Honestly, you don't need those in the deck. They're cool and all, but when you hit them on the reveals, it's just, you just gave your opponent free memory to do absolutely nothing. You don't want those in your deck, honestly. Yes, DeathXmon is a problem, but honestly, if you go up the ladder on turn 1 or turn 2 into the black level 5, DeathXmon just stares at you like, okay, and can't do anything to it. That's all you gotta do, is just go into that, and then on your next turn, go into Ragnaloardmon, put something under and give him protection, and then DeathX again just sits there and stares at you like, well, I can't do anything. So it's just important to remember that reducers are cool and all, but that's just if you're building the starter deck straight out. Once you have nothing but pure legend arms in this deck, it just goes off and it won't stop. You just reveal, and it just throws tons and tons and tons of guys all over the board. That DeathX will eat up all the little guys, but then the one that he wants to get rid of, your big hitter, is just sitting there laughing in his face like, haha, I can't be deleted. And that's the end of game 2. Check out Dice Head Games and Comics at 200 Paul Huff Parkway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Or maybe Stars and Slabs if you're into the more sports-heavy style stores at 2520 Fifth Street. And in Georgia, we have Battlegrounds Games and Comics. Just tell them Drongo sent you. Team O.G Destined is all about that hygiene. You want to smell good? Check out Buff City Soap, where they got a great selection of homemade soaps in the store, where they make it. Alright, and here we are with game number 2. Match number 2, I apologize. And, yeah, so You'll notice on the left here, Thomas is playing my Ragnaloardmon. And on the right, I'm playing one of my old favorite decks, which is, oh yeah, that's right, it's Sakuyamon. Yeah, we got yellow-red Sakuyamon over here on the right. We drop down the Tai and Kari on the first turn, immediately go straight into the tamer, get the draw, go right up to a Kyubimon. It's in the tamer zone, it's in the breeding zone, so we don't get no reveals, but that's okay. We're not too worried about it. I'm sitting comfortably on my hand. No, game one, I definitely get washed out. This is where we figured out the deck, was in game one. He just goes right up the ladder and builds a second ladder and then stops. So this is where I wanted to talk to everybody. A little secret about this deck that nobody's really chatting about out there. When you go up the ladder on Ragnalordmon and you hit a level 5, stop putting under. Stop putting them under. Don't put them under no more. You're good. Stop putting them under. The next one that you bring out that's a level 4 or higher, you just leave it on its own to the side. You don't throw it under anything, because if you throw it under, then they just got to get rid of one Digimon and you're screwed. You don't want that. You want them to have to work for it. So you throw any of your level 4 and higher to the side and you just leave it there. Because he was like, I wonder if we just leave it to the side, what will happen? What if we just left it to the side instead of throwing it under? And he did that, and it basically made my entire hand say, okay, you could delete his field and then keep passing the turn back to him, or you could just start attacking his security and hope that you can outrun his two big guys. So it put a lot of strain on my plays, and I wasn't able to just, casually boop bop a doop right up the ladder with one dude and beat him. So he just ultimate flared, completely ruined my day. And so that's how that works. That deck works insanely good like that. So you see me trying to rebuild. I'm back up to Talmon. Hi, Bubbles. My cat wanted to put her 2 cents in on the video. Hi, honey. So, anyways, so going right up the ladder, he just goes right into the DNA Digivolve and completely wrecks me down. I was like, whoa, okay, did not see that coming. He's like, trash the field, trash 2. And he's like, all right. I was like, dang. And he's like, swing. I was like, yep, crack. And then he's like, all right, cool, neato. I was like, yeah, you do have the right thing, so I can't activate, can't add to my hand. Like, draw. I was like, holy jeez, man. I did try to make a strong comeback here. Went for the play to Digivolve to draw. Get extra cards in my hand. I would have liked to have swung first, but I just didn't know if I was going to hit something like really lethal. So I was like, yeah, it'll have to be the blue one for jamming that I activate. So I was like, all right, declare attack, and he's like, block. I was like, well, before you do, I'm going to tap down Rika and give it unblockable and jamming, which, if I'm not mistaken, was a good call. Yeah, it was definitely a good call. It would have been a tie, and my Sakuyamon would have died. So, or no, it wouldn't have, because I forgot I tapped down the tie and Kari, so his 11,000 was actually 9,000. But it didn't matter. The fact is, the blue jamming was a good idea because it made it to where Ragnalord couldn't block. And I was like, okay, good, goody. All right, probably gonna lose her on the next turn, so let's just drop something big. I was like, okay, there we go. Got another one on the board, and that was basically just as good as it was going to get. He absolutely wrecks my life total here, and just kind of just ends the game. Yeah, he was like, I don't know if I can win. And I was like, move this up and attack twice and then win. He's like, oh yeah. So here we are in game 2. And I think I'm just going to quit the talking here in just a second and just go straight into playing some music in the background. But, yeah, absolutely great game. We had a ball. We had a great time Sunday playing this match, and it was just outstandingly fun. Ultimately, I'm just happy because after this match, we were live on TikTok, and we showed everybody we finally figured out the secret to Ragnalordmon and how to make it work right. how to make it work for you instead of against you. And it was a great day by the time it was all said and done. And yeah, so it was really good, really fun, enjoying ourselves. If you ever want to play Digimon, you can always check out my how-to guides, or if you're in the area, you can always swing by us on a Saturday or a Sunday, and we will show you how to play, where to get your cards, and all that good stuff. And so, yep. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all my viewers, and if you could drop a like and subscribe, greatly appreciate. The whole team would definitely appreciate it, and y'all are just so awesome. Keep it up out there. Until then, let's just enjoy some music.
Style. Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art. Style. Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
Duel Monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, Duel Monsters, Digimon are the champions.